All right, welcome back to the Virtue Bowling Supply YouTube channel. My name is Chris and I'm here to bring the high rev perspective.
And my name is Josh and I'll be bringing the low rev perspective.
Today we're going to be taking a look at the brand new Motiv Raptor Reign, and I'm going to be comparing that to the Columbia 300 Pulse and the Storm High-Rev 40.
And I'll be comparing it to the Primal Ghost and the Rotogrip Rockstar. These comparisons will give us and you an idea of what these pieces look like going down the lane. At the end, we will give our honest, unbiased review anywhere from nuts to trash. With that being said, we are here at Mesa East on a fresh house shot, so make sure to like and subscribe, and we'll see you out on the lanes.
All right, after seeing the brand new Motiv Raptor Reign go down the lane, this one, for a solid symmetric ball, this one is very strong and very forward. It almost felt to me like it was asymmetric just because of how strong it was off the end of the pattern. To me, I feel like I haven't seen this strong of a symmetric piece. Even like the Pulse, which I'm gonna compare to, was that kind of super strong symmetric piece that was really forward, and I feel like this one is even more so, stronger and forward. I feel like anytime I got to the friction, it didn't really hockey stick and it just kind of blended. It was super slow and kind of chuggy off the end of the pattern and was pretty forward through the pins. So now I'm gonna go ahead and throw the Columbia 300 Pulse and see how that compares. So after seeing the Pulse go down the lane, I've got a few games on this, so there's a little bit of lane shine on it. When we threw this one out of box, I feel like these two are pretty comparable. I do think the Raptor Reign is slightly stronger and a little bit earlier of a ball motion than the Pulse, but honestly, these are both pretty forward off the end of the pattern and going through the pins. So honestly, they fit a very similar spot in the bag. So now I'm gonna go ahead and compare that to the High-Rev 40. All right, after seeing the High-Rev 40 go down the lane, this one to me is definitely a compliment to the Raptor Reign, with that being quite a bit stronger of a shape. Once the lanes start to burn up a little bit and you need to have something that's cleaner and a lot more down lane, this is where the High-Rev 40 will come into play. Definitely needed to play a little bit further right to kind of try to find some more friction. There's still quite a bit of oil out there. Being a little bit slower with my ball speed with this one, and really kind of feeding it to the friction made this one look a little bit better, but this one's definitely a ball down from the Raptor Reign for sure. All right, final thoughts on the Raptor Reign. Personally, I really enjoy the stronger symmetric pieces, just because with a little bit higher rev rate and sometimes with stronger asymmetric pieces being a little bit too much ball, especially when the fronts hook early, even when there's oil on the lane, I personally really like to go to the stronger symmetric pieces. So they have a little bit more float in the fronts, but are still really strong and chuggy off the end of the pattern. So personally, I really like the ball motion, so I'm gonna have to give this one a fire. I really liked it.
Just threw 10 shots with the new Raptor Reign. This ball for me hooked a ton out of box. I wasn't really sure what to expect out of this ball because I've never thrown any of the Raptor series, but again, this ball just shocked me in how much it hooked. Out of all the balls we've thrown today, this one hooked the most, and that was not kind of what I was expecting. I did have to kind of belly it way more than I was anticipating, which I actually kind of had a little bit of fun doing because I could actually speed up the ball speed and it still wanted to go. So for any of you low revers out there, this one for me would be the ball I'd be throwing just because I know it's going to hook. So now we're gonna go ahead and throw 5 shots with the Rotogrip Rockstar and see how it compares. Just threw 5 shots with the Rockstar. This ball did have a touch of surface on it, and compared to the Raptor, I would say they were pretty close. I did have to be just a few board, like about a board or two further right with the Rockstar, but overall they are pretty darn close. I would say the Rockstar is just a hair more forward, which is why I had to play a little straighter with it. In all reality, in real life, I would only really need one of these in the bag, as they, to me, are almost copy-paste balls. So now I'm gonna go ahead and throw 5 shots with the Primal Ghost and see how it compares. Just threw 5 shots with the Primal Ghost. This ball was by far the cleanest out of all 3, definitely like a step down from the Raptor, but again, it still gave me a similar kind of smoothness. I did feel like, again, it shaped more down the lane, which is as expected for a cleaner piece, but it is a ball that I can see going to once the rain becomes a little too early, a little too big. Final thoughts on the Raptor Reign. For me, blew it out of the water a little bit. I really wasn't sure what to expect on this one, and again, it just hooked a lot, and I felt like I could miss an oil, I could miss right, and it just still reacted the right way off the end of the pattern. So for me today, it's gonna have to be a fire. This one was close to kind of hitting that nuts bar, but again, I just felt like I wasn't at the level I needed to be to really get that reaction. But yeah, it's gonna have to be a fire for today.
Thank you guys so much for watching. If you guys found this video useful, make sure to like and subscribe, and we'll see you guys in the next one.